What is going on, everybody? My name is Kneeckoh and welcome back to another video. Today we are going to be talking about one of the games that I am most excited about that came out of the PS5 conference the other day. Now, yes, we cover a ton of Nintendo Switch stuff here on the channel. It is no doubt to anyone familiar with the channel that this is a very Nintendo Switch focused channel because that's my favorite console to play games on. However, I have stated in many of my videos that I also play PlayStation. I play a ton of other games, and I was really excited for the PlayStation 5 event, and I got more than I bargained for out of it. I felt there were so many amazing games announced, but there was one game that just stood out above them all for me, and that is Spider-Man Miles Morales, and I'm sure you could have figured that out already if you looked at the title. And I am beyond excited for this game. One, because I just started playing Spider-Man PS4 the other day for the first time, and then two, because Miles Morales is one of my favorite Spider-Man characters. I grew up reading comic books. I'd go to the library and rent them, and Miles Morales was one of my favorite comic book characters to read about. I just really enjoyed his additional powers that Peter Parker doesn't necessarily have, and I just liked his character arc and the way that he became Spider-Man. So, obviously, it was very exciting to see that we are getting another Spider-Man game from Insomniac Games so soon. Spider-Man 2018 was one of the highest regarded games that year, and I sadly had never played it yet. I picked it up because of the Days of Play sales that are going on, so I picked up that, God of War, and Horizon Zero Dawn Complete Edition, and I'm going to be playing through all of these games. I don't know why I waited so long to play these games, but I ended up waiting for whatever reason. But like I said, started playing Spider-Man PS4 the other day, and it is so good, which makes my hype for this even more than it would have been normally. Normally, I would have just been excited because it's Miles Morales and he's getting his chance to shine, but no, I started playing Spider-Man 2018, and it is phenomenal, and I'll get into that a little more later, but there's a lot of confusion surrounding the PS5 Spider-Man Miles Morales game, and I'm going to get into that here. So this information came out shortly after the PS5 event, and it was basically one of the PlayStation 5 reps explaining Miles Morales' Spider-Man game a little more. And what was said was that this is a new adventure from Insomniac Games, but what was also said was it is more akin to an expansion bolted onto an upgraded version of the original title. This leads to a lot of confusion. From what they showed at the actual conference, people were under the assumption that we were getting a brand new Spider-Man game, that we were going to have a full experience, but this makes it seem more like a DLC download and stuff like that, more like we would be getting a remastered version of Spider-Man 2018 rather than a fully fledged new game. However, later, Insomniac Games themselves posted that Marvel Spider-Man Miles Morales is the next adventure on the Marvel Spider-Man universe. We will reveal more about this standalone game at a future date. So this right here, this is all you need. Standalone game. We are getting a full Miles Morales game. Now, granted, this is probably going to be a smaller experience. They have confirmed that this is not a sequel necessarily to Spider-Man 2018, but this is actually its own entity in that same world because there was Miles Morales content in Spider-Man 2018. So this is going to be its own thing, much like the Uncharted Lost Legacy was. It's going to be, I'm assuming, around $40, which is very exciting. We're probably going to get a 10 to 15 hour game out of this, which is what I'm excited about. This gets people that are buying a PlayStation 5 into that Spider-Man universe, or people like myself who, by the time the PlayStation 5 comes out, have already played Spider-Man 2018, a chance to hop back into that world and get excited for what the PlayStation 5 can actually do for that franchise. Because the updated graphics and all of the new features and specs that the PlayStation 5 is going to be capable of is going to take that universe that was already incredible in Spider-Man 2018 and really just up the ante on the PlayStation 5. We have a ton of new exciting news regarding a Spider-Man game on PS5 at launch. Holiday 2020 is the release date for this Miles Morales adventure, and I am beyond excited, like I said. This is a great way to pull new people in, as well as give people, like I said earlier, a chance to hop back into this world and just get a taste for it, much like Uncharted Lost Legacy or Infamous First Light. All those things give people the opportunity to hop back into games that they loved so much and then keep playing. Now I'm going to throw up some Spider-Man 2018 gameplay because this is the first time I've played through this game. And I just want to talk about this so you guys can really get an understanding of why I'm so excited for Spider-Man Miles Morales. So I hopped into Spider-Man 2018. The only experience I had with this game prior to actually playing it myself starting a couple days ago was my roommate when I lived up at college. he had it and I watched him play a couple times and it looked great. Like, don't get me wrong, I wanted to play the game. For whatever reason, I don't know if I didn't have the money or if I just didn't have any, like I was playing other games or something at the time, but I just never got around to playing it. And I finally picked it up because the Days of Play sale. Everything's on sale for PlayStation right now. It's fantastic. You can pick up great games like God of War and Horizon for like 10 bucks a pop. So that's fantastic. So I picked it up and I started playing and was immediately lost in this world. Spider-Man is my favorite Marvel superhero. He is just one of the greatest, most relatable superhero characters ever. And Spider-Man 2018 does such a fantastic job of making you feel like Spider-Man. Just the way the combat works, the way you swing through the world, like, I've never been so immersed in a superhero game, and I love Batman Arkham City. That is my favorite superhero game before Spider-Man 2018, and I beat that game like 5 times, upwards of 5 times on the PlayStation 3. I loved Batman Arkham City, but Spider-Man just does it perfectly. There's the way that it's just moving is fun. Just the way you get around the city, the sights you can see, all the side activities, it's just fantastic, which just increases my excitement for the announcement of Spider-Man Miles Morales, because I did not believe we were going to see Spider-Man get announced at this PlayStation 5 event. I said in my predictions video for the PlayStation 5 event that at most we were going to see a logo for Spider-Man 2, and that was it. But then at the very start of the showcase, right after the Grand Theft Auto information, we see Spider-Man, and it's Miles Morales, one of my favorite Spider-Men. It's so awesome to see, and this not only means that we are getting Spider-Man Miles Morales right at the start of the PlayStation 5's life cycle, but also that Spider-Man 2 is still in development. We are going to get the continuation of Peter Parker's story at the end of Spider-Man 2018, which is great. That means we're getting Miles Morales this year, and then maybe next year or the year following, we're going to get a continuation of Peter Parker's story. So Spider-Man is just going to just keep pumping out on the PlayStation, and I am beyond excited and ready to play all of it. And on top of this, based on the way that combat feels so good, it really makes it feel like Spider-Man. I'm so interested in seeing how they incorporate Miles Morales' extra powers into the gameplay. I want to see how we utilize the Venom Shock or how we use the invisibility powers, and I'm interested to just see how Miles plays differently than Peter. I want to know what is new in regards to swinging through the city, because he is a new Spider-Man. He's not as experienced as Peter Parker was in Spider-Man 2018. He is very, very new to the scene, so I'm sure his swinging is going to be a little awkward. At least some of his movements are going to be less fluid, or the combat, he's going to be a little more rusty and not have as many maneuvers. I'm just very excited to see what he can do when this game comes out, and I'm interested to see if they decide to continue the story after we get this game later this year. But that is all I really wanted to talk about today, guys. I just wanted to express how excited I am for this PlayStation 5 launch title. I cannot believe we're getting this so soon, and it's just great. So let me know in the comments below if you were as excited about Spider-Man Miles Morales as I am, or if another game during the PlayStation 5 conference caught your attention. I'm interested in knowing below, but that is going to be it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you found this video to be entertaining, be sure to leave a like and smash that subscribe button for more videos like this in the future. Be sure to share the video with your friends. Let's grow this community here on the channel. Speaking of community, we have a community Discord. People over there playing Pokemon Animal Crossing, talking about the PlayStation 5, whole bunch of fun stuff like that. So check that out if that's something that interests you. I do stream over on Twitch. Play games like Pokemon, Animal Crossing, Minecraft Dungeons, stuff like that. Really fun place to be, so check that out if that's something that interests you. I do have a second channel if me and my buddies are playing anything in particular and we get some funny moments. I like to put it up over there. It's more of like a Twitch highlight channel, so check that out if that's something that interests you. All my other social medias are on screen here at this point, so if you're interested in keeping up with me, this channel, the second channel, anything like that, be sure to check me out there as well. But like I said, that's all I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you all in the next video.